Hi, I'm Melissa with Teen Toddler Newborn, and today we're going to talk about breast pumps. I was sent 2 breast pumps to review from Spectra Baby. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Spectra9 350, and this is what it looks like, and this is the plug. And I want to show you the box that it came in. It came in this nice box, wrapped, of course, very neatly, and then it also included the instruction booklet with lots of information on the pump itself, as well as storing breast milk and that kind of stuff. So the first, and I also want to show you that it came with 2 pumps, I guess. The bottle to pump the milk into, and then the breast shield there. I haven't taken it apart and I haven't sanitized it yet, so I'm just going to show you how to put it together. Obviously, I haven't pumped with it yet because I'm still not ready for that stage yet. We have maybe a few days left. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it together so you can see how easy it is to put together. Alright, so I'm going to take the nipple part of the bottle off. Now you can see this is where you're going to plug the tubes in for the pump. So you can do it as single and just have one pump going, and there's a plug for the second, or you can take that plug out and you plug in both. That way you can do both breasts at the same time. So this is the, let's see, I want to see what it comes with. It's a protector against backflow to keep any milk from going back toward the machine. So what it's got is that. So these are the parts that I put together. It comes with just the tube. This will go into the actual breast part. Then you have the backflow protection and a little piece of tube that's going to go into the machine. So I'm going to put that in there, and then a longer tube on the other side. I can plug it in. There we go. So we have that all hooked up. So one end is going to go into the pump, just like that, or into the breast shield part. And I'm just going to do the one, just so you can see. And we attach the bottle. This is the, this comes right off, and it's got, sorry, I'm too far away, and it's got a little membrane right there where the milk will come out. So if you're not familiar with breast pumps, I'll go over some of the details, but if you are a former pumper or you've had any experience with pumping, then you'll know some of this stuff already. We have the power button here on the back. That's as far as my cord will go. You have the power button here. Then you have the control on the front. So this is going to control the suction. So you would start at the least, just to get so that you know how comfortable and what amount of suction you're going to need. Start from the minimum and work your way up. We're all connected, and I have the plug in the second one there. So we're good to go. And I'm just going to turn it on so we can see how quiet it is. That is very quiet. That is very quiet. And let's turn it up a little bit. I can hear a little bit of suction coming from here. And I can't really test out the amount of suction without putting it on. But that is very, very quiet, just like it says. Then you have this part, which is one that will need to be cleaned, which you can clean very easily. My old pump had the same exact type of deal on it there. And that's really all there is to it. You clean this. This is all one piece. This just pushes on, no screwing or anything like that. It just pushes on. It doesn't matter which position it's in. And then you just screw it on top of the bottle, and that's really all there is to the breast pump. Alright, so now let's talk about the Spectra9. And the Spectra9 is a little bit different than the other one. It's not a stationary where you need a plug. It has a chargeable battery and a charger pack that you can charge it. That way you can use it on the... Let's go ahead and talk about this. So it came in the accessory bag, which this is the bag. And there's a couple more goodies in there that I'll get to later, but let's talk about the pump. So this is the main control unit. I have not opened this yet. I did kind of open one of the bags and take it apart. But I haven't sanitized it or put it together or anything, so we're going to do that together. This is the control unit, and I think it is, you can hear it, it's already kind of charged up when you receive it, but, so there's that. We have, now this threw me for a loop. You might see me look a little confused a little bit before starting this part. That's my phone. This is the charger, and I thought, uh-oh, they sent me one for another country. But apparently I didn't see that in the bag. This just slides in there and makes it just a regular plug, so I can charge it. It has, I believe that's the charger on the bottom right here, just to charge it up. And I believe it said with a full charge you have 3 hours. A fully charged battery will provide 3 hours of pumping. So if this is just something that you're doing while you're at work, more than enough charge to pump. Usually it would take me, I would use a 15-minute break, and I would pump at least 4 ounces. So 15 minutes, if you're working a full 8-hour day, that's only, 3 or 4 times a day that you would need it. So, I mean, that's an hour, so you don't even really need that much. So you could go a couple of days without charging it. But I personally would just plug it in every night and charge it just to be on the safe side, because I would forget. But, so it did come with the instruction booklet, and it has all the parts. It also has some information on how long to store breast milk. So there's that. So we have our plug and our main unit, the control unit. We have the shield part and the valve. This valve pops right out and it pops back on. No muss, no fuss on that part. This is going to be the massage shield. That is, you don't have to use it. I rarely used mine in my old pump with Charlotte, but it just goes in there. You can push it in. It provides a little extra cushion, and there is a massage function on the main unit, so you can do the massage. That would, help with the letdown, getting letdown started and that kind of stuff. So that would go in there like that. And I'm not going to use that for this. But see, it comes in a single, this is the single pump, and then it comes with the secondary one too. It says additional collection kit for double pumping. So then there's going to be pretty much all the same things that are in here for a second press. So I'm just going to dump this back out now. Alright. So, for pumping, it comes with a bottle that has a nipple. I'm going to take this off. It also has the stopper so that this can be used to store your breast milk, at least if you're going to freeze it long term, at least until you get it home to freeze it. So I have my bottle and the breast shield, and you just screw the bottle on like that. Easy peasy. There's also a stand for the bottle, put the bottle in there. If you have access to a table, that helps also. You can sit down on the table, have both of them going at the same time. Then we have, this has 2 in it. This is a valve. I think this is to prevent backflow. Let me double check. It just says protector, so it's a backflow protector. So it's going to keep any milk from going back into the tube, into the machine, running the machine. We're going to put, now there are 2 different, you can kind of see the size differences. This is going to go to the breast shield. This is going to go to your tubing. So I'm going to do it like that. And that's just the backflow to make sure that no milk, because the milk is, the suction is going to come from this side. Let me get a little closer. The suction is going to come from this side from the tube. That's going to provide the suction. And the milk is going to come in and it's going to drop down into the bottle. So this right here is going to prevent any milk from, any condensation of milk from going into the tube. So there's that. On there like that, and then this is going to go on the top of our control unit here. There's that. So there's that right there. Oops. So this would be a single setup. If you were just going to do one breast at a time, that would be your single setup. Then, if you wanted to do double, so I've got my second one, I'm going to put that in there. Alright. So in order to use the double, you're going to use the tubes that are in the second bag. The tubes in the second bag, there's a T. There's the T that was in the single bag. And then there are two short tubes. Those are going to go one each to your pumps, your breast shields. And then you have a longer tube that's going to go from the T. Wait a minute, that doesn't make it. Yeah. Go from the T. Whoops. Make sure I get it on there all the way. That's going to go to the control unit. So take the shorter, one of the shorter ones is going to go on here. And another shorter one on the other shield. So now you have a double pump setup. So you have your control unit that is connected to the T, which is going to hold two pumps. So you would be able to do two at one time. So that is the setup with the double. Now, I'm going to take that apart and we're going to talk about the control unit itself, because it does have several different functions. So you can see there's different buttons. Let's see if I can get some good light on there. That is the on power button. Alright, so right now, if I push this, it turns on the massage function. You can hear it cycling to, because at first, when baby first starts to nurse, it's going to be stronger and it's going to be more rhythmic, and that's going to trigger the letdown. So you want to start with a massage. And then it also shows you the cycle status, which I need to look at a little bit more, but there's a little graph part on that side. It shows you where in the cycle you are on. You turn the massage and then it's slower, because once the milk starts coming faster, baby's going to slow down on this section. Then there's down here, you can change the cycle, and then that's going to control the speed of the rhythmic sucking, which is going to mimic baby's sucking. And then this is going to control the actual amount of suction. So, now let's go ahead and turn that off. So there are a lot of neat little things that you can do with this. So the massage feature is going to simulate baby's first rapid suction, and then once you get the letdown, then you turn the massage function off, and then you would adjust your amount of suction that you need from the vacuum part. So I really like the different ways that you can use this. It does kind of remind me of the one that I used to use, but better, of course. And that also, the other thing that I love about this is that you can charge it up and you don't need an outlet in order to use the pump. Now the other one, the Dew 350, is much quieter. So if you have an office where you're going to be pumping, nobody will hear you. But again, the thing to that one is that you have to have a plug. So they both have great aspects. And it's kind of whatever your situation is going to be, that's what you kind of need to look at. Pros for the Dew 350, it's very quiet. It was easy to put together. There's no complicated settings. You just turn it on and, you know, control the vacuum, the amount of suction that you're going to get, and it's very quiet, but you do need a plug. Now with the Spectra9, you can charge it and you don't need an outlet, so if you're like me and you have to occasionally use your car or a restroom to pump, you can do so very easily and not have to worry about needing a plug. And it does have the different functions. So if you haven't, if you're having difficulty, you might need those functions. If you've been pumping for a while or you've done it before and you're very experienced, then your milk supply is there already. Then the Dew 350 would be better for you because it's just a simple controlling the amount of suction. So really, it's going to depend on your situation. And let me talk about the accessory bag. So this is the accessory bag. So it looks like a purse, so nobody's going to know that it's a pump in here. And there's also let's start here. There's also a bag, just a little drawstring bag in there. And then there is the fridge pouch where you can keep your stored milk. It comes with all of these bottles. So you have bottles for milk storage, at least until you get home if you want to freeze them. And it also has 2 ice packs in it. So you have that as well. I also want to mention that the tubing and the pumps, the breast shields, are all BPA free. So there's no worries there. There is a pocket on the side. I should have mentioned that. There's a zippered pocket on the inside. One tip that I heard a while back with pumping is sometimes if you have, you're in a difficult setting or you're in a different setting, you have difficulty getting the letdown to come. Yes, the massage function also helps with that, but if you have one of your baby's blankets, the smell of your baby, or a picture, or both, those also will help trigger a letdown. If you're actually seeing your baby or smelling your baby, those will help the hormones. So that's great use for the pocket in the bag. Spectra Baby is going to be giving away one of these pumps, and we're going to let you choose which one that you want, depending on your situation and what your needs are. So we're very, very grateful for Spectra Baby for doing that, and so make sure you thank them. Use the rafflecopter on the blog to enter the contest, and good luck to you all.